Hello, Mr. Ed here. Today is November the 7th, 2020. I'm in Slidell, Louisiana, and we got the Three Amigos. Good time, Charlie, Wreck-It Ralph, and Mr. Ed, man. We are going to do us some wrangling today. Now, these bees right here, they've already given us a tussle. We came out here 2 weeks ago, and we couldn't even find the bees. We looked in the walls and the ceilings, and we couldn't even find the bees, even though we see the bees entering into this space right here. Now, bees have previously occupied this house a number of times, and this is just one more of the times. And the reason these bees moved in, because when they opened up the walls to take out the bees the last time, they never sealed it up. So these bees probably have only been in here for a year, one season. But like I said, we couldn't locate them. We see them going inside the wall, and we see them walking down it, and then we see them go down inside the brick, but that's all we could do. So we looked last week. We actually cut 2 sections of the sheetrock open in one of the bedrooms to find them, and we couldn't find them there. So we went upstairs, and I had gone upstairs and looked upstairs as well, but there was a lot of clutter in the room, and when I shot the floor, I never found them. But last time we were here, we went up there, we moved some of the stuff that was on the floor, shot them, and sure enough, the bees were in the floor. So at least now we know where the bees are. And the maintenance guy, this is a rental property, and the maintenance man, he's come already, and he's removed the flooring on the floor and exposed the subfloor for us. So we're going to get inside and show you on the FLIR where our bees are, and then Wreck-It Ralph, he's going to be working his magic while Charlie works his on the camera. Wreck-It Ralph will be doing his on the destruction. We'll get these bees out of here and up to the Abbey. So by the grace of God, today it will go good for us and the bees. They'll be up at the Abbey making us a new home. Let's wrangle. Woo! Before we get upstairs and show you the bees, I want to show you what we cut out last time we were here to find these bees. That's the sheetrock that we cut out. One of the spots that we cut it out right here, as well as in this closet. We removed this entire piece right here. But the maintenance man, he's going to fix all this stuff up. All right, let's get upstairs and show you those bees upstairs. Our bees are located in the floor right in this area. The floor joists in this house, they're running this way. Normally our joists, I would assume, would always run the opposite way, but for some reason these are running this way. So our bees are located right in this area right here, and look what the FLIR says. You can see the glow. You can see the glow right there, and then the dots on the floor. Let me get over there. There you go. You can see the dots. So this is where the dots right here. That's where our beehive is, right there. So Wreck-It Ralph is going to work his magic, lay out the floor, the lines on it, and then we're going to cut that floor, lift it up, and hopefully we get a lot of that hive come up with it. All right, let's see how things work out for us. So what Ralph is doing is we can actually see the nails on the joist, and he's just taking his marker and he's marking to the inside of the nails. And then what he's going to do is he'll take the Sawzall and he'll just cut inside there. And that way our piece of plywood is not going to be hindered by any of the nails. It'll just lift up. Hopefully our comb will be underneath it and we'll be able to get it. But the nails are right here, and he's going to the inside of the nails, and he'll be able to cut it out like that. Good job, Ralph.
Hopefully it's a good job.
2 hours.
2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours, Charlie.
That's it.
Hey, one more thing too, Ralph. I hope everybody noticed that. You know, Charlie's always really concerned with the way Ralph looks when he's on video. So Ralph made a special effort this time.
Got my haircut, so I look good.
He looks really good.
I hate it when I'm wrong. By all accounts, the way these nails were running in these studs on the plywood, I thought these joists were running the opposite way, but they are running long ways. And the hive really is not that big of a hive because it ends right here. And from what I'm looking at right now, all this stuff is just honey right here. What I'm going to do is, I don't want the bees to run into this section right here. So to prevent that, I'm going to squirt some honey bandit in there to keep the bees from running there. They cannot run anywhere back this way because there's a plate right there. So this is the only place the bees can run. So we're going to limit where they can get to, and hopefully by doing that we'll be able to corral them in a sense. So I'm going to spray some honey robber in there, and any bees that are inside this space right here, they'll come out and they won't go back in there. We've now taken out the comb from this section right here, and it was just honeycomb. I really wasn't expecting to see the queen, but you never can tell. She can run anywhere. The hive is not a really big hive, and so she doesn't have a lot of places to go. So we're going to go ahead and start moving over to this section right here. I'm going to go ahead and take out these large sections of honeycomb right here, and we're going to put those in the box. That way it'll give us a little bit more room to work in. I've removed all of the honeycomb right here at the end of this hive, and you can see, I mean, there's where the comb was attached to that blocking back here. So this is how big the hive was. It didn't go any past that. So all I have left are those few pieces of comb right there, and that is the brood section. That's most likely where we're going to find our queen. And as you can see, the bees all clustered up right there. You know, it's a good bet that our queen is still in there, even though we still have, you know, a gang of bees over here. The good thing is these bees have nowhere to run. And when I spray that honey robber to the back of it, they're going to run out to the front and just come right onto this plywood, and it's going to make easy viewing to see our queen come marching out. So I'm not really concerned about it, just as long as we take our time getting this comb out without damaging the bees. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this comb right here. Ralph will be vacuuming as I take it out. And who knows, the queen may be on the comb. There are no bees left in the floor or any place else. So I am so confident that we vacuumed our bee that we're not even going to close this video up until we get up to the Abbey, and we're going to find that queen up in that bee vac. All right, so until we get up to the Abbey, we'll sign off. Because this honeycomb is so thick, it's too thick for a single frame. So we decided we're going to double up our frame and drop in this honeycomb inside of our frame. And that way we'll be able to get all of the comb, all the honeycomb that we took out of the hive, we're going to be able to put it back into these bees. So we'll still get 10 frames in the box, but there's only going to be really framed up probably 6 frames of comb and brood. So it'll work pretty good.
Good job. All right. Well, that's a first. Doubled up frames. That looks strong.
Since it's a brood box, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be going into this box. So it doesn't matter that we double up our frames. So you can see this is all capped honey right here, and we still got uncapped nectar up inside of here.
Well, it looks pretty thick.
It's actually, wow, that's some good tasting stuff. Yeah, I think you're just gonna, will it fit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can make that fit, Ralph. We'll trim that off.
Yeah.
And so when you're framing up our comb, you always have to remember about the orientation. Up being up and down being down. So we frame them up upside down, this being where it was hanging from the floor, this being the bottom. So you have to put it back into the box the same way because the angle, the interior angle of these cells, I think it's like a 15 or 17 degree. So that it's angled this way so that it doesn't allow the honey to run out. So you have to make sure you put your comb in the right way. So we're going to definitely going to get this one in, and then we'll try to work these other ones in there as well. Is this one? I mean, I want to get that in there. That's
Well, we got a whole another frame to do, so we'll put this brood one in here,
yeah.
and then we'll fill that one in.
All right.
It's always good to see Mr. Dad at work.
That's not all.
Yeah, because it's rare. It's so rare, huh?
So we can prove to people that you in fact do work.
Once in a while.
Make X's, Ralph. They hold better. Well, it all fit. So we're going to find out if we got a queen, and we're going to go frame by frame through our box, looking. And then after we look on the frame, we're going to go ahead and bounce the bees into here. We're going to start with our screen cover right here. And there's going to be a bunch of bees on this, so we're going to look at this part first. And then we're going to dump that into here and then proceed to take frames out. So you ready, Ralph?
Yes, sir.
Let's pull it up. Well, there she is.
Right there, yeah.
There she is.
Yep.
We saw her.
Yep. See, look, there she is, right there, look, right there.
All right, let me cage her.
Look, there she is. She's on my hand. Up. There she is, right there.
Thank you, Jesus. Whoa, give it up, brother. Give it up, Mr. Charlie. Yes, sirree. So we got our queen. We're just going to leave her right here on the top. And then I'll come back in 2 days, get all this stuff straightened out. Wow, that's awesome. All right. That's the way to end a video.
Cool. Yeah, we knew she was in that corner.
Ralph, you're not all the way in it. You gotta
Fix his hair.
You gotta,
Good.
there you go. Yeah. Now, Charlie, you get here in the middle. That's right. You're recording this? Is it recording?
It's,
Yeah, it's recording.
it should be.
Yeah, it's recording.
Is my makeup okay? Yeah.
Ralph, how's your hair looking? Everybody's looking good. Everybody's
We're
looking
all looking good.
Yeah. Look, my beard is coming out really nice too, because I want to make it look good in the video. So. Well, you know, that's 2 weeks in a row that we never got that doggone queen. But we never left a bee upstairs. There was not a bee upstairs, a bee outside. So for that reason, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got it too.
And I did see a couple of bees hanging on the exhaust of the vacuum head, and that's a pretty good sign that the queen's in there and her pheromone is shooting out, and so the bees are attracted to that pheromone. So I did see 3 or 4 of bees on the backside right at the exhaust. So we're gonna go up to the Abbey now, huh?
Yes.
What are we gonna do, Ralph?
Try to find the queen.
That's all we can do.
So we're gonna go out there, and this time we're as we go through our box, we're gonna go frame by frame looking for our queen, and then dumping our bouncing our frames. But and Charlie, how long did it take?
2 hours. That's it. 2 hours.
You were right. You were
2
right.
hours.
Was it really just 2 hours?
2.5.
2.5. Well, that's close
2
enough. 2.5.
Close enough.
So thanks for watching.
Keep on watching.
We'll be making more.
God bless, Mr. Ed.
Charlie,
And Wreck-It Ralph.
We're out until the next one.
Next time.
Woo!
Take
Good
care.
one, guys. That was excellent.
our work is done, so we deserve a good donut.
Yes. Since our boss is sitting around talking to somebody.
We have no idea who he's talking to, and
But
we
there's
have no
somebody.
idea what he's trying to sell, but we're loaded, we're ready to go, we got our bees,
Good donuts.
and a good donut.